How's everybody doing today? This is Captain Brian Brown. We're out here on the big pond here in Minnesota, Lake Mille, and we are going to fish some brown fish. A little cloudy, overcast. We had some storms go through last night. We got kind of the haze and a little bit of mist and stuff hung over from that. We were here a couple days ago and did some sight fishing. And we're catching them on the beds on some of these rock piles and all. But today what we're going to do, considering with the overcast clouds and all, we're going to take a spinnerbait, get up on these rock flats, and throw a spinnerbait across them, see if we can get some of those fish to come up after that spinnerbait. You can still probably get by throwing a tube or a drop shot or something like that, but we're just going to cover some water quick. See if we can get a quick bite. A lot of times when it's cloudy like this, those fish will get up off the bottom a little bit more. You can throw topwater bait, spinner bait, and cover some water and just catch some, some cruising fish real quick like. And we'll see what we can get done out here. It may work, may not work. I know the smallies really like it when you got a good sunny day. It seems like the sunnier the better, and everybody else, they like a cloudy day, and they think that's the best time to catch fish on a good cloudy day, just like today looks. I mean, most people would look at today and be, man, what a perfect day to catch them. And the smallies, though, man, for whatever reason, they love sunshine. But all we're going to do is just come out here. We've got a big flat out here. We're just going to come across this. It's got a bunch of rock boulders and stuff on it. And I'm not going to key in on any one thing right now. I'm just going to cover some water, just throwing this spinnerbait across the top of it. We're not going to be on the edges. A lot of times if I'm throwing a tube or something, I'll get out on the edges or get, and try to find isolated big rocks. But today we're just, for right now, this morning, just going to cover some water quick and see if we can get some active fish that'll come up and crush this spinnerbait. And with these smallies, man, you can't throw the spinnerbait fast or reel it fast enough. Get it right up there against the surface where it's kind of, they can't really get a good look at it. They just know there's something up there, and they will flat come up and crush it. What I'm trying to do here is I'm actually trying to stay up on top of the reef. A lot of times, like I say, if I'm throwing a tube or a drop shot, a lot of times I'll go get myself where I'm off the reef, going right down one of the edges of the, finding a rock finger off from it or something and going right down the edge of it. Right now I'm just going to get up on top and see if I can find any of these fish that are just cruising across the top. There's one. Good fish. Oh yeah, like a ton of breaks. Oh, nice smallie. Look at this stud. Come here, boy. Oh, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Look at that thing. What a beautiful fish. Man, this lake is so awesome. And just double willow leaf. Let me straighten out that blade now. Awesome. Again, it's just actually the same spinnerbait I use a lot down on the ledges on Kentucky Lake. Just double willow leaf. A day like today, you could actually probably get by putting painted blades on. But this is what we call slimmer color down on Kentucky Lake. But just taking that, burning it, baby. And man, I tell you what, when they hit this thing, they have got a hold of it. Again, I'm just staying on top of this reef, just getting it out there and burning it across the top of it. lot of times a jerk bait will work on this too. You just got to keep it moving. You know, you wouldn't be throwing your jerk bait on your normal twitch, pause, twitch, pause. You'd be out there and you'd be and keep it working the entire time. You don't want to let it. You don't need to let it pause. This time of year, these fish are we got fish in all transitions of the spawn. There's post-spawn fish. There's a few fish that are late fish that are waiting to come up with spawn. You got a lot of fish that are just getting off beds now, and they're ready to eat. I like to throw this on a long rod. This happens to be a Powell. This is a 795. It's actually made for the Alabama rig fishing. And I teamed it up with a super high speed reel. This happens to be a Lew's inshore 7-to-1 gear ratio. And I've got 18-pound sunline sniper on here, fluorocarbon. And the long rod just allows you to make really long casts and get a good sweeping hook set. Like that fish hit it on the end of the cast way out there. You can get a good long sweeping hook set, and it's a good powerful rod too. You get a big smallie like that out there on the end of the cast, they can whip your butt. You don't want no little short 6.5 foot rod or some 7-foot flimsy rod at all. You know, you want a good 7.2 to 8 foot rod, medium heavy. You get yourself a good fast reel, because you want to keep this bait up as close to the surface as you can. And as those fish are looking up, they just kind of see that bait going through there. And when you got a cloudy day like today, it's just kind of reflecting in that in the waves, and the waves are breaking up that light. They just see something cruising by their head, man. They're just going to go up and get it. Give this bait a little bit, and we may switch over to some painted blades too. A lot of times the painted blades on a cloudy day like today will actually give off more flash than just your straight, you know, gold or nickel plated blades. We're not throwing any trailer hook, we're not throwing any plastic trailer or anything on it either, and you very well could do that. A lot of times that'll, you know, you just kind of play with the fish, what they want. You know, if they're on it really good, you know, then don't change what you're doing. You only get 1 or 2 bites, or say a couple fish slap at it, then you're going to want to change color. Maybe put a trailer hook on it. Maybe even getting yourself some sort of a trailer, either a twister tail or maybe a swim bait or something to put on there as, you know, another offering, just give it another look. I like the fluorocarbon line, not so much for the clarity of it, but just for a little bit more stretch factor over what mono gives you. Mono, I don't really want braid. I don't want the sound of braid going through the guides, but definitely the mono is going to stretch a lot more, and you get a long cast and catch fish on the end of that cast. That mono is just going to stretch out real bad on you, and you may not get that good hard hook set. You can vary on your retrieves too. You can throw it out. So far, all I've done is just throwing it out, straight retrieve it back in. You can definitely throw it out there. You get burning it in like that, you get the snap. You might get a lot of fish that follow it. They may not see following it. Let it give just a snap, and that bait just does a little something different. Those blades flare. Makes it look like it's injured, even though it's, you know, not a bait that's even. Rather than just keeping that steady reel. probably give this a while. What I may also do is switch over to a topwater bait. In a little bit. Go back across this reef. These things are so big out here, you know, you can do multiple drifts on them. Zigzag back and forth on it. I've noticed on this one now a couple of times that I've turned the trolling motor back up that way. We've gone from out of 8 foot of water up to 6 foot, so we must be pretty close to the edge of it. I can't quite, I mean, it's a very clear lake. You should be able to see the bottom. Normally on a sunny day I'd be able to see the bottom here, but what I'm using on the Hummingbird Helix here, I'm watching the graph, and anytime I get a spot where it comes up higher than another area I've been marking that. That's generally going to be an area that you got either a rock finger or a big boulder sticking up. Like right now we've dropped back off into about 8 foot, 9 foot of water, and we were just 6 foot up there. Got that one right away this morning. Switched over now to I got another double willow on here. I switched over to some painted blades. Maybe see if I had a couple bumps that they didn't come up to take them. So we went from having a double Colorado with silver and gold to having painted blades. So we'll see if that makes a difference. The other one, but boy, is he mean. There you go. God, just another solid 3-pound fish. Look at that fish. Come on, buddy. Wow. Look at that. All we did is switched over on the blades. Man, like second cast, the fin's been all day. Looks like somebody got him in the middle of it. Maybe a muskie out here chasing him. Just another quality brown fish out here. Stuff like that work a little better because it seems like the shallower you get on these rock flats, the harder trying to keep a tube or something even out of the rocks. And even though the smallies like to roam more when it's sunny out, they tend to bite better. being up on top. You get the cloudy days like today, overcast days like today, these fish will roam up farther on top. Getting a little bit shallower water. Another good one. Boy, he pounded it. Nice fish. Boy, they're so pretty down there. This fight is so strong. They get that slab body turned sideways. Wow, they're just so strong. What a pretty fish. There we go. Wow. Look at that one. Just got all over it. What a beautiful, beautiful brown fish. Pretty gold color. Whew. That is the deal there. Man. Let's go see if we can get another one. Casting upwind. That wind's great current. There may not be any current this lake, but there we have it, wind current. Just throwing it out there, bringing the wind. Falling off here again. That fish was right out here on the end of that drop. We're coming this way. Right on the end of that drop. We're up at 6 foot water there. I'm at 10 foot now. Try to get a few more casts across that hump and we'll just keep going. So far I haven't had to worry about putting a trailer on it or a trailer hook on the spinnerbait, but you know, if you're out here and you're getting bumped a lot, they're hitting the blades maybe more, especially if they're hitting the blades more, it's a good indication that maybe you want a trailer hook or a trailer, it doesn't matter, a swim bait trailer, maybe just a twister tail, something on the body of the bait to kind of trigger the fish's attitude, you know, focus down to where the hook is, so they're not coming up. A lot of times you get those hooks turning, or the blades turning. Those fish, they want to key in on that, you know, the blades that are there rather than on the body. But if you go and put yourself a trailer on here and twister tail or shad body, it'll attract them down to more, and then you'll get more hooks that way. If you're getting hit, and a lot of them are just hitting and pushing the bait or just whatever, swinging at it and just not getting hooked up, that's when you may want to go to a trailer hook. And I've had it many a time where during the day most of my fish will come just off. I move just a little farther up here on this flat now. Try another hump that's on it. There's one here, and it looks like the guy maybe must be fishing up on the other one. See here. Across this one. See if there's anybody home. boat. Dang it. I seen it following it and I killed it. It came up and ate it. There's not enough line out there. Got a little excited on that one, man. That was a nice fish too. Dang it. It's right on the edge of this drop. It's been dropped off the top of it already. Off at 9 foot. He was right on the side of it. Always want to keep an eye on that spinnerbait. Keep it running straight. Some fish around here. Follow it right to the boat. What's cool about this end of this flat, it's got a bunch of pockets of grass around it. Just giving a little different type of habitat. You're on the same big flat as we were down there, but that's all boulders and rocks. Down here I can see there's these dark patches of grass. Something else they can hide on, give them just a little different habitat for the big fish to get around. Down there you can have a lot more crayfish and stuff like that. Get into some minnows and shiners and stuff that'll be hiding out in this grass. Give these smallies too just a different look, something else to be on. A lot of times you get down there, especially on a flat. I've seen on other just natural lakes that's got a lot of sand along the bank, whatever, that just that drop, they call it sand. You got that light sand, and then as it drops off in the darker, deeper water, you get a dark line on there where just kind of sediment lays on it or whatever. And those fish will just get on that dark line and cruise that, and that's kind of what they've got up here. Got that shallow area, shallow water. Little pockets, that dark water. Grass in it. These fish are definitely keen in. Welcome down there too. We've done it a couple, 3 times. Those fish get used to that low water above them. They have to shut down for a little bit. You can probably go back to that here in an hour or 2 if somebody doesn't get on it. And catch a bunch of fish again. They just get used to these boats. You're not that deep of water. This is really clean water. You can see down 8, 10, 12 feet. So you're sitting on top of fish in over 6 foot of water. See ya. Check my spinnerbait again, make sure the wire's all straight. It's really not. When you do that, what you want to look at is you want to keep that wire straight in line with the head, and as you can see, this one has been cocked over. So what I want to do is take this wire, just give it a pull over, and you can see that straightened it up. Even the front's kind of needs to be bent over, and this is starting to feel a little weak. It's probably going to be time to change it, but you can see how all that stays in line, and that's what you want. Try to keep that thing as straight as possible in line, and it'll run true for you. Tanker. Whew. That one smoked. Look at the size of this fish. Oh, boy, oh boy. Wow. I mean, he flat hammered it. I was just getting ready to think maybe I'll wind up going over to a jerkbait or something if I didn't get another bite here pretty quick. Look at that fish. Man, he wasn't half as big as I thought he was when he hit it, but look at that. Got another solid 3.25 pound fish there. Wow, oh wow. But catch and release, guys. That fish has been caught before. I was able to catch it. I'm going to release it, and somebody else is going to get to catch it. Can't stress how great that is for this fishing catch and release. Just amazing what it's done. No need to kill these fish. Right there. Right by the boat again. There's one. Just another chunk of fish. Right up by the boat. That one actually swiped at it because that hook was going from the inside out. What a fish to end the show on. Unbelievable. Look at this one. What a beautiful brown fish. Man, I hope you guys, that spinnerbait just fell out too. I sure hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Hope I was able to show you a little something throwing spinnerbaits out here on these cloudy days for these beautiful, beautiful brown fish out here on Mille Lake. I tell you what, the guys that come up here for the BSS Elites for their Angler of the Year tournament championship weekend, they're in for a real treat. Awesome, awesome fish, awesome day. Sure hope you guys learned a little something with what we've been doing out here, and you guys can use it. You don't have to, you can use it all across the country in these lakes with all these smallies, and I'm just burning that spinnerbait across the top when it's cloudy out like this. But until next time, this is Captain Brian Brown, fishknife.com. Hope to catch you on the water.